Good morning, students. Today let us learn about a car moving on a banked road. So yesterday we discussed about a car taking a curved path, a curved flat road. And today we will discuss about a car moving on a banked road. First of all, let us learn what is the meaning of banking of road. The process of raising the height, the process of raising the outer edge of the road with some angle with respect to inner edge is called as banking of road. Inner edge of the road will be kept as it is. Only the outer edge of the road is elevated. This process of raising the outer edge at certain angle with respect to inner edge at the curved road, at the turning road, curved road is called as banking. What is the necessity of banking? We will understand. First, write what is the meaning of banking. The process of raising the outer edge of the road with certain angle at the inner edge is called banking of road. And this is done at turning path or at curved path. So yesterday we have studied when the car is taking a circular turn, circular flat road turn, then its velocity is limited. We got velocity as v square is equal to, yesterday we got that equation, mu s rg. V square is equal to mu s rg. Therefore, the maximum allowed speed is v max equal to square root of mu s rg. So it is a limited value. If you want to drive the vehicle with little higher speed, then banking of road is done. What is the necessity of banking of road? Yesterday I have discussed. Once again we can discuss about it. When the outer edge is elevated with respect to inner edge with certain angle theta, then the normal, if you draw, the normal to the road becomes the normal reaction. If you draw the component of this normal reaction, then this component becomes L cos theta. The angle is going to be same. Geometrically we can prove if this is angle theta, then this angle is also going to be same angle theta. It is turned by same angle theta. So the vertical component becomes L cos theta, and the horizontal component becomes n sin theta. This horizontal component of the normal force provides the necessary centripetal force while taking the turn. So this centripetal force, which is provided while taking the turn on the bank road, helps for moving the vehicle with little higher speed. So one need not reduce the speed to that extent where the road is flat. So you can drive with little higher speed. That is the advantage of banking of road. This takes place usually at turning path or third path. This angle theta of elevation, this angle theta of elevation of the outer edge Angle of banking. Angle of banking denoted by theta. Otherwise, you have to increase the coefficient of static friction. If you have to drive on a curved flat path, the vehicle has to be driven with the low speed. If you want to drive, then the road surface must be having more roughness. It should be made more and more rough, but it will lead to wear and tear of the tires because of increased friction. So to avoid that, banking of road is done so that the vehicle can turn with little higher speed safely. Okay, let us see what are the forces acting here. If you see this diagram, the forces that are acting here are, one is the normal reaction perpendicular to the road surface, another one is the weight mg, weight of the car. Then this is the normal reaction. If you resolve the vector n into components, then it becomes n cos theta and n sin theta, where if this is the angle theta, which we call as angle of banking angle, then by same angle even the normal drawn to the surface also turns. So this angle is also going to be same angle theta. Then the friction always acts along the surface, as we have seen yesterday. This is static friction, which opposes the impending motion. The static friction opposes the impending motion. The impending motion is going to be the skidding of the tires away from the road. Skidding of the tires away from the road. So this impending motion is opposed by force of friction called as static friction. So this static friction acts along the road surface inwards in this way towards the inner edge. So there are two components here. One is the horizontal component of normal force, and another one is the component of static friction. They provide the necessary centripetal force. So to understand this clearly, I will draw a free body diagram. Instead of drawing the entire car, I will show this car as one point body. This is the inclined surface, and this is what I am taking, point body, that is representing entire mass of the car. So we call it as center of mass of the car. Let us assume that it is the center of mass of the car. Then if you draw normal to the surface, this is the normal to the surface, then we call it as normal force, and this is the weight of the car. W is equal to mg, vertically downwards, always acting vertically downwards. So if you draw the components, the component of normal reaction, one is horizontal component, another one is vertical component. The vertical component, we can prove that this angle is same as this angle, and this is the angle of banking theta. Now, obviously this becomes n cos theta component, and this becomes n sin theta component. Now you draw static friction, so which acts along the inclined road surface, Fs. Fs is also vector. Again, in the same way, let us draw the components of Fs. So we can prove geometrically, if this is the angle theta, then we can prove that this angle with the horizontal is also going to be proved as theta. How is this? Look at this. This is normal right angle triangle. It is a right angle. Right angle. So this theta plus this common angle is 90 degree. And with respect to this Fs, inclined road surface, the normal is again perpendicular to the inclined road surface. So this normal is perpendicular to the inclined road surface. So this common angle plus this angle must be again 90 degree. So this interior angle is common. Therefore, this interior angle plus theta is 90 degree. Therefore, interior angle plus this angle is 90 degree. Therefore, this, if it is angle theta, this must also equal to theta. That's how this angle is going to be same angle theta. Now again resolve this Fs into components. So this becomes horizontal component of static friction, that is Fs cos theta. It becomes Fs cos theta. Similarly, you draw the vertical component. The vertical component of Fs acts along the weight. So it becomes Fs sin theta. Fs sin theta. So this becomes the free body diagram. So with the help of this free body diagram, now we can write the forces acting on the car. Forces acting on the car which is moving with constant speed v. Now, balance the forces. Directly we will write the balance the forces. You can look at the diagram. N cos theta balances weight of the body, weight of the car plus Fs sin theta. So I can write directly N cos theta is equal to sum of weight and Fs sin theta plus mg. Directly I will write mg. Then the required centrifugal force to take turn, is acting towards the center. It is acting towards the center C. And this required centrifugal force is provided by two components here. One is, you can draw here. This is the center of this third path. So which is C. So this is provided by two components, N sin theta plus Fs cos theta. So I write centripetal force Fc equal to N sin theta plus Fs cos theta. Now you can write what is Fc. Here Fc is centripetal force, which we discussed yesterday as mv square by r, where m is the mass of the car, v is the speed, constant speed of the car, and r is the radius of this curved path. So Fc is equal to mv square by r. Now n, we can substitute the value of Fs. We know that Fs is always less than or equal to mu s n. Fs is always less than or equal to mu s n. To have maximum speed V max, we must have Fs to be Fs max. To have V to be V max, maximum permissible speed, as we discussed yesterday, Fs static friction must be limiting value of static friction, Fs max. Fs max, and we know what is Fs max. Fs max is equal to mu s n, maximum value of static friction or limiting value of static friction. So in these equations we can take directly what is Fs max and substitute the values and go for simplification. We will get an interesting result. We will substitute these values. So the first equation becomes n cos theta equal to Fs max. Fs max I am taking mu s n sin theta plus mg plus mg. Second one, I am writing mv equation for centripetal force mbm, where I will take mbm as maximum permissible speed. mbm square by r is equal to n sin theta plus mu s n cos theta. So we call this equation as 1 and this equation as 2. Now let us see, from equation 1 we can get the equation for n. So before calling this equation 2, let me take out n common. If you take this n common, then it becomes n into sin theta plus mu s cos theta. Yes, this you can call it as mbm square by r. You can term it as equation number 2. Now, from equation number 1, what is the value of n? You take this mu s n sin theta to the left hand side. Then n cos theta minus mu s n sin theta is equal to mg. Therefore, m into cos theta minus mu s sin theta becomes equal to mg. Now we get, therefore, value of n now becomes equal to mg divided by cos theta minus mu s sin theta. So call this equation number 3. Now substitute this value of n in equation number 2. Substituting n in equation number 2, we get here mbm square by r, left hand side, is equal to, what is n? I am going to substitute here, mg divided by mg into sin theta plus mu s cos theta. This is as it is. What is n value? mg divided by, look at this, cos theta minus mu s sin theta. Cos theta minus mu s sin theta. Now you can see m which are common, you can cancel m here. So thus in the next step, take out cos theta common in the numerator as well as denominator. If you take cos theta common in the numerator and denominator, you can cancel it again. G cos theta into bracket. If you take cos theta, then it will be sin theta by cos theta. If you take cos theta common here, then first term becomes sin theta by cos theta. So I can write here sin theta by cos theta plus mu s, because you have taken cos theta common, whole divided by, here also you take out cos theta common, cos theta into bracket 1 minus mu s sin theta by cos theta. So the cos theta cancels here. You can see the cos theta getting cancelled. So in the next step, you take this r to the right hand side. So it becomes Vm square equal to, thus I will write here Vm square is equal to Rg. See here, cos theta cancel, sin theta by cos theta is tan theta. Tan theta plus mu s whole divided by 1 minus mu s tan theta. 1 minus mu s tan theta. This is the required equation. The next step, we take the square root, then Vm becomes equal to square root of this entire equation. So that is what we are getting the equation for maximum permissible speed or maximum permissible velocity of a car, maximum permissible speed of a car while taking a turn on a banked road with an angle of banking theta. Okay, that is a very interesting equation. We will conclude. Okay, now using this equation we can write maximum permissible speed for a car to take a turn on the banked road becomes equal to square root of Rg, as you got it from the previous equation, tan theta plus mu s divided by 1 minus mu s tan theta. This is what we call as maximum permissible speed to take turn on a banked road with angle of banking theta. Now, this maximum permissible speed depends on the radius of the curvature of the turn. Radius of curvature of the turn. Larger the radius of curvature of the turn, larger the radius of the curvature of the turn, more is the permissible speed. You can drive with higher speed. That is one thing. Second thing is, it depends on the tangent angle theta. More the angle of elevation, you can drive with higher and higher speed. That is the advantage. You must have seen the racing cars on taking turn on the banked edges, banked roads, banked turns. Racing cars, even the racing bikes. The racing bikes will be leaning even if the road is flat. At the curved part of the road, even if it is flat road, the racing cars are leaning almost towards the road. So that leaning provides them the necessary centripetal force to drive with higher speed. But one has to be very careful. Along with that angle of leaning and that the frictional force provided by the road surface, both together provide the necessary centripetal force while taking the turn with leaning. Usually the cyclist while taking the turn bends. You must have experienced. A cyclist or a bike rider while taking a turn bends, leans. So that leaning, angle of leaning, the component of normal force, horizontal component of normal force provides the necessary centripetal force as it is done here. So it depends on angle theta. More the angle of banking, more is the permissible speed. You can drive with higher and higher speed. So that's how this speed Vm is definitely greater than the road with flat surface. The road with flat surface we got square root of mu s Rg, where there is no angle of banking. So this is definitely greater than, this is the speed, permissible speed on a road without banking. Definitely this is a higher speed which is comparatively greater than the permissible speed on a turn without banking. Now there is one more speed, it is called as optimum speed, or this itself is called as optimum speed. Another one is called safe speed. What is safe speed? Safe speed is the one for which the tires of the vehicle do not undergo any wear and tear. The tires should not experience friction. Means the tires of the vehicle must experience minimum friction. That speed is called as safe speed. When it will be safe speed? If µs is taken 0. I think you got the point. Safe speed of a vehicle on a banked turn, on a banked road, is that speed for which the tires of the vehicle will have minimum friction and will have minimum wear and tear. The speed of the vehicle for which the tires have minimum wear and tear. Minimum wear and tear, that is, they should experience minimum friction or almost zero friction. Minimum means almost zero friction. Zero friction means here µs must be almost taken 0. If µs is taken 0 in this equation, then we get, I will denote this equation by V naught. V naught is the speed, that is what we are going to term it as safe speed. V naught is equal to square root of, just substitute the value of µs equal to 0. Then we get Rg tan theta. That's it. Why it is so? Just see. Rg tan theta. In the numerator it is Rg into tan theta plus 0 divided by the denominator 1 minus 0 into anything. So 0 tan theta becomes 0. Therefore Rg tan theta is the equation which we call as safe speed to have minimum wear and tear. So that if you drive with this safe speed, the tire vehicles will not get any wear and tear and the tire surfaces will not get any friction. That is what we call as safe speed. This safe speed is definitely less than this maximum permissible speed. I think you got it. Now, if you are driving with a speed quite less than this speed, then at what angle it is safe to park a car on a banked road? What angle is the safe angle to park a car on a banked road? That can be obtained from the same equation we have discussed earlier. If you remember the equation for what is that angle? Angle of friction we have learned, and one more angle. If the speed is, I will mark it a point, if speed is less than V naught, then I can write the same equation. Tan theta is equal to V square upon Rg. V square upon Rg. V square upon Rg. So this is the equation for tan theta. If it is a velocity is still lesser than that, then at what angle will have the safe parking? That can be obtained from one more angle which we have studied. What is that angle called? Previously, if you recall, we have discussed angle of repose. Angle of repose. It is that angle of the inclination of the plane, for which the load or the vehicle is just at rest. More than that angle, the vehicle starts skidding down. Less than that angle, the vehicle can be still at rest. So that angle is given by angle of repose. If you recall, it is tan theta equal to µs. So a car can be safely parked. A car can be safely parked on the banked road. If and only if, this is the notation for if and only if, in maths also you are using it. if and only if tan theta is less than or equal to mu s. So using this condition, a car can be safely parked even on the banked road. Means this angle of banking must be less than or equal to mu s. Means the road surface should have more and more roughness. If the road surface is having more roughness, then a car can be safely parked on that road. So this is the condition for car to be parked safely on the banked road with the angle of banking theta. This can be obtained from the previous discussion, that is angle of repose, tan theta equal to mu s. So tan theta should be less than or equal to mu s, so that the vehicle can be parked safely. So this is a very important derivation, and it will be very much significant if you observe on the roads wherever there are turns, and it is important not only from the point of view of application, it is important from the point of view of examination also. Frequently asked question for 3 marks. Thank you. Have a nice day.